Tonight on CTV News, we have a look at a fashion show in Old Town, plus a look at some greener ways to get around town.
All this, plus weather, sports, and entertainment coming up on CTV News Now.
Good evening, and thanks for watching CTV News. I'm Willis Scott.
And I'm Emily Biffinger.
The Libertarian and Green Party candidates for the contested United States Senate seat of Senator Michael Bennet are here on the CSU campus. They are presenting their platform to students who are less than enthusiastic about traditional two-party options. Libertarian candidate Lily Williams and Green candidate Arn Manconi are participating in a town hall-style debate moderated by two Collegian editors. The debate started at the beginning of our show and is currently being live streamed. For more info on the debate, make sure to check into thecollegian.com.
Fashion has found its way to Fort Collins. 12 local boutiques came together and participated in the Fashion for Charity fashion show. Long hours of planning and preparing came together for the first Fashion for Charity event. The owner of Storm Men's Shop, Tracy Gendon, has a child with cystinosis. The boutiques came together to support her and the Cystinosis Research Fund.
I feel like when you're walking for charity, you're doing something of that caliber. It just gives you a much more lighthearted feel. So it's not more of a job, it's more of like you're doing this for a good cause, and it just makes the whole experience very lighthearted and fun and just exciting to be as part of something bigger than ourselves.
So what this is 12 Old Town stores that really wanted to showcase that we do have fashion in Fort Collins. There is a presence here, and there's a lot of variety and different price levels to choose from. So that was the original idea, and they really just wanted to show that you don't have to drive to Denver anymore. You don't have to shop online. It's right here. The reason that particular charity was chosen this time, the Cystinosis Research Foundation, is Tracy Gendron from Storm Men's Shop has an adult son who has that disease. So she chose that for this one. As Gretchen mentioned from the stage, future events will have different charities attached to them. And you know, it's just really exciting, having lived in Fort Collins for 22 years and watching the community develop like this. It's very exciting to watch the town go from really not a lot of fashion 20 years ago to something like we just watched of, you know, even high-end fashion. Well, I think the next one is going to be in the spring. It will be indoors because no one can trust, you know, March in Colorado as far as weather. So I'm not quite sure of the location of that one or what the charity will be, but I think we're really excited to just keep expanding this and get more tickets out there, get the awareness out there that there is fashion in northern Colorado, and things are really accessible to the modern consumer.
If you weren't able to attend the show but would like to stay in the loop with all the events in Old Town, please visit downtownfortcollins.com.
The Colorado State University Career Center All-University Fair began earlier today. The fair will continue Wednesday, September 21st from 10:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon in the Laurie Student Center Ballroom. There are currently over 150 different employers registered to attend the career fair. The career fairs are exclusive for students and graduates of CSU. Companies and organizations will be on campus to discuss full-time, part-time, internship, seasonal, and volunteer positions. Students are asked to bring a resume and student ID to the event. Registration is not required.
Jacqueline Patterson, the director of the NCAACP Environmental and Criminal Justice Program, spoke Monday night at the Laurie Student Theater as the keynote speaker for the Colorado State University Diversity Symposium. Patterson explained the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, and the 4 R's of racial justice. She argued that the crisis affected the Flint community because it is a low-income and politically disenfranchised area and a predominantly African-American demographic. The Diversity Symposium aims to engage the campus in an assortment of critical issues varying between cross-cultural communication to accessibility and building an inclusive atmosphere. The symposium will hold events until Thursday, September 22nd.
If you're over 16, you've probably learned that cars don't drive for free. Gas prices fluctuate, and many are concerned that oil is not environmentally friendly or sustainable. Some Fort Collins drivers have swapped out the traditional gas-fueled car for something more economical. Electric cars filled the First National Bank parking lot in Fort Collins during the Drive Electric Northern Colorado Electric Car Rally. The event aimed to raise awareness for electric cars and their benefits. This was the largest electric car rally in Colorado history After the rally concluded, 83 drivers paraded their cars through town to raise awareness for this alternative to gas-fueled vehicles. For the same cost as doing one load of laundry in your home's dryer, you can charge the 2016 Nissan Leaf's battery, and on that charge, the car can drive for an average of 107 miles.
Plugs in on the other end of the cord to a regular household outlet, and then this is called a DC fast charge port, and that will actually charge most electric cars to 80% in about 20 minutes. These cars are really amazing cars. They've got some of the highest consumer ratings and consumer loyalty to their brands because people love how safe they are, how quiet they are, how well they drive. Overall, they're just incredible cars, and you could see that by the turnout of nearly 100 people at our event today.
You can test one of these cars at a ride and drive event at an upcoming health fair. It will be held at the Northside Asplund Center on October 5th. The ride and drive event will start at 11 in the morning. Drive Electric Northern Colorado is partnering with the City of Fort Collins and Larimer County to provide shuttles from 215 North Mason Avenue to the health fair. Well, those electric cars are really pretty neat, Emily. Would you ever consider buying one?
Honestly, if it saves me money, Willis, absolutely.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Right?
Yeah. Well, coming up, we have weather with Elizabeth Prossi.
And after that, we'll be sports and entertainment.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Good evening, weather anchor Elizabeth Prossi here. Now, Thursday marks the first official day of astronomical fall. September 1st, we began meteorological fall, so I decided to do a little recap of this summer and see exactly how it was here in Fort Collins. Now, as you notice, it was a very dry summer, 4 inches below average, and very warm, 100 degrees, so we did hit those triple digits. Did see a low of 36, but overall a very warm and very dry summer. Currently here in Fort Collins, we're seeing temperatures warm, 77 degrees as that sun is setting right now. Do have a gentle breeze coming out of the south, though it's a cloudy night. So if you're headed out to Sundance tonight for your two-step and Tuesday, you're not going to need the rain jacket. Just grab those cowboy boots. Going to be cool and cloudy at 9 o'clock. We're going to see a slight breeze, though, kind of come in as we head toward midnight, going down into those mid-60s. For overnight lows across the state, we're seeing temperatures 10 degrees above average, upper 50s along the I-25 corridor, warm along the eastern plains, 61 Lamar, 61 degrees in Burlington. Vail, you're going to be our coolest at 40 degrees for your Tuesday overnight lows. Wednesday, as you're headed out the door, it's going to be a warm day, so grab those shorts and, of course, a water bottle. Stay hydrated and then put a smile on your face. It's going to be a great day. For the last day of summer, we're going to see those warm temperatures continue across the entire state of Colorado. 80s along the entire I-25 corridor, 87 in Pueblo. Warm. Look at that. 89 degrees Lamar, 84 degrees in Burlington. Cooler as we head towards the mountains. We start to see those 70s, 79 in Grand Junction. So a very warm into summer as we head into fall. Now here in Fort Collins for your Wednesday, we're going to have a cloudy start today, 67. But those clouds will taper off as the day progresses, so by lunchtime, we're going to have that mixture of sun and clouds. And of course, that sun will return by the afternoon. Warm those. You notice we're going to be in 81 tomorrow afternoon at 5 o'clock. So still going to be a warm day as we say goodbye to summer and hello to fall. We're going to see a cool front come through Thursday night, bringing us cooler temperatures and a chance of rain. So the good news, Rams, is for our first weekend of fall, we're going to see temperatures in those upper 60s and lower 70s. Not too bad, but don't go anywhere. We've got the world of Rams sports coming up right after this.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hello Rams, I'm your Tuesday night sports anchor Tim McCall. CSU women's golf overcame a sluggish start at the Julie Inkster Invitational Tournament to climb 4 spots in the leaderboards yesterday. Strong performances by Ellen Secor and Katrina Prendergast elevated the Rams into the top 5 entering today's 3rd and final round. Secor, a freshman, is currently tied for the 3rd best score of the tournament out of 59 competitors. She finished in the top 5 in her first collegiate tournament and looks to do so again in her second. Prendergast, who shot a pedestrian 7 over 79 during her first round, caught fire in the second round, shooting a 5 under 67. Prendergast's incredible second round was enough to tie the best round of golf in CSU history. The 3rd and final round of the Julie Inkster Invitational Tournament is currently underway. Be sure to check out the Collegian to see how CSU women's golf finished and whether Secor and Prendergast were able to build on their historic day. The CSU men's golf team is also in action today, playing at the annual Rams Invitational Tournament. The Rams currently sit within striking distance of the lead at 4th place through 2 rounds of the 54-hole tournament. Wichita State and Air Force currently share the lead, sitting only 4 strokes ahead of your Rams. Colton Yates has carried the Rams throughout the tournament so far, putting together back-to-back under par rounds yesterday. Yates' 3 under par through 2 rounds was good enough to put him second on the leaderboard, only 3 strokes behind the leader. With a strong performance today, Yates and the rest of CSU men's golf team could end the tournament as the top dogs. Check out the Collegian tomorrow to find out how your Rams finish the tournament. In CSU football news, your Rams will travel north this weekend to face an undefeated University of Minnesota team. The Golden Gophers will have their hands full with a Rams team that has won 10 of their last 14 road games dating back to 2013. CSU coach Mike Bobo has named freshman Colin Hill as the starting quarterback after his record-breaking performance last week. Look for Hill to build on his strong performance against the Minnesota defense that has allowed almost 250 yards per game through the air. Opposing quarterbacks have already thrown for 7 touchdowns against the Gophers in their first 2 games. And Hill will look to add to those numbers this Saturday. The game will air on ESPNU and will get underway at 10 a.m. Don't miss the Rams as they try to continue their recent success. In other CSU football news, it was announced yesterday that the annual border war that takes place between CSU and Wyoming will be the first night game played at Hughes Stadium this season. The 107th all-time matchup between these 2 teams will kick off at 8:15 on October 1st and will also be broadcast on ESPNU. Mark your calendar and don't miss one of the last games under the lights at Hughes Stadium. That's all we have for sports tonight. Next up, Nicole Hines has all the latest in entertainment. Stay tuned.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Happy Tuesday, Rams. First, I would like to say happy birthday to my little sister Jana, and second, I have all the latest scoop on all things entertainment. Drinking pumpkin spice lattes and being able to wear dorky costumes in public aren't the only reasons I look forward to October. If you're looking to be scared, enjoy a nice pumpkin beer, or get spooked with your friends, check out the Fritzler Corn Maze.
I'm Grace Reeder here at the Fritzler Corn Maze in northern Colorado. They have lots of new entertainment for both family and college students. Let's check it out. The family-owned corn maze is great for kids during the day, but at night, the more creepy crawly things come out to play.
We're going to go dark this year, and we're going to ask all of our friends from the darkness to come out and play.
But that's not the only adult fun. The corn maze is also stocked with a beer garden.
We get with these people, they're great breweries, great beer. We're going to have 16 beers on tap here, including some ciders inside of there, and you'll be able to come up here and enjoy beer anytime we're open.
The Fritzler Corn Maze is known for its extravagant maze designs. This year, it's dedicated to the Denver Broncos.
A person commented with a picture of our design, and we went, wow, that is flippin' awesome. Let's turn it into a corn maze. And that's basically how it happened.
So how does the team take a photo on Facebook and turn it into such an intricate design?
We use grid paper. We have grid paper, and we plan our corn maze to match our grid paper, and then we go in there by hand and cut it out. My dad and I do. It takes us about 5 days.
Go check out the corn maze during the day, or dare to check it out after dark.
At night, just like everything else, we turn it over and we let all of our creepy and crawly friends come out, and we have to keep them under control, so you get to help us with that.
With CTV, I'm Grace Reeder alongside Alec Erickson.
Fritzler Corn Maze will also have special events like zombie paintball, dog shows, and much more. Visit www.fritzlermaze.com for more. If you were born between November 29th and December 17th, I have some news for you. NASA recently found a 13th zodiac sign, Ophiuchus. If the new astrological sign represents unity, it is said that these people were spirited, magnetic, impulsive, clever, flamboyant, and at some times can be jealous, power-hungry, and temperamental. They hope that one day to get rid of every disease and violence and bring everybody together. With this find, all the other signs have shifted dates. Now my birthday is June 23rd, and I used to be a Cancer, but now it looks like I'm a Gemini. I don't know how I feel about that, but if you believe in Western astrology, you don't need to worry. You are still the sign you have always been, but according to the Eastern variety, it switches everything up. As for me, I think I'm going to stay with the Western zodiac signs and stick with being a Cancer and thinking there are only 12 zodiac signs. The 8th annual Fall Harvest Brew Fest happened over the weekend at the Lincoln Center. The event was sponsored by Wilbur's Total Beverage and featured music as well as showcased 29 different breweries, all to bring awareness to a local charity.
If you can't make it to this event tonight, that you can support the Animal House, and they can always use help with fostering and dog washing and all sorts of different stuff, so support the dogs.
Now, as college students, we probably all have the same meal every night. You know what I'm talking about? Ramen. Yes, Mother, I know it's not the healthiest choice, but what else can you buy for 25 cents?
Well, good news. The company behind the salty noodles, Nissan Foods, aka Cup of Noodles, are changing the recipe to take out some of the sodium and get rid of the MSG and artificial flavors. Not to say this version is much better, containing 45% of the daily sodium intake, but it is better than the 60% it was before. This new cup of soup is only available in the United States, and if this is your go-to dinner, whether you choose to eat it or have to because you have nothing else, this news should make you feel better. And if it doesn't, just know that ramen noodles are Kylie Jenner's favorite type of food. With the fall season almost in full swing, I have a local event you might want to check out. Buena Vida Farms here in Fort Collins is asking for volunteers. This Thursday from 4 to 7 at night, they are giving people an inside look at life on the farm. They will give a tour of the 35-acre farm where they grow heirloom pumpkins, tomatoes, cucumbers, garlic, onion, blue spruce trees, and more. The event has many activities going on. Some include watching a live demonstration about how to carve a pumpkin puree to use in various recipes, and then spend the rest of your time volunteering to harvest pumpkins in their field. Who knows, you might even get to take home a pumpkin so you can put your newfound skills to work. If you choose to volunteer your time, make sure to bring some closed-toed shoes, work gloves, water bottle, some snack, and garden clippers if you have them. The farm is located at 8204 South County Road 3, Fort Collins. Thanks for tuning in to CTV News tonight. Make sure to tune in to our brand new interview show tomorrow night at 7. And for more news, sports, and entertainment, make sure to head to the Collegian.